I mean, do you feel like, because obviously I've known you well, I see you as someone actually when you do something, if you're involved in something, you really throw yourself into it. There's no half measures. You're like, well, I'm either going to do this, and I'll do this to the best of my ability, or I might as well not bother at all. Was there a sense of that with Julius Caesar when you first got involved?
I've sort of tried to say this with my tongue in my cheek, but I think it is actually vanity. I think I want to look good, and I am competitive, so I want people to think, oh, Maurice is really good in that, and so it is about then doing the work. And I had the time to do that, but I did commit to it in that sense of I want this to be really good. And the other thing is that if you come in as I did in my mid-40s, there are always parts in Shakespeare for powerful men. There's lords, there's kings, there's baddies, but they're all, generally speaking, other than the young male lead, most of the other parts are in the territory of a middle-aged bloke with a beard. Yeah. So you get cast, and you get cast in, a variety of different parts, and you get a decent chunk of lines. So you've time for the audience to get to know you. You've time to make an impact on the show, So looking back at before this chat, I kind of looked to see. I did a lot in the early years of my involvement in YSP. I was in a run of shows. There were a few things that I took a show out, but that was probably because I was doing something else. So I got a lot of experience quite quickly, and as we might discuss later on. The YSP was quite a masculine environment in those days. So, as I say, I got lots of opportunities, and there were people who were with a lot more experience than me. There were people directing who knew what they were doing. So, I got a lot of opportunity to learn and to get better, hopefully. And I'm still driven by that desire to look good. Once you've learned one thing, you're ready. There's something else that you can then learn. There's something else that you can then discover, because you're never the finished article. Yeah. So you're looking around for how can I make this even better, which that is partly my attitude to life in a way. Is if I'm doing something, there's a bit of me that's thinking, is there something you've overlooked here that would make this better? It's that thing of, can you do 100 things 1% better? That's kind of I try and make it look as if I'm not really taking it too seriously, but actually I am taking it very seriously.